Hello, thank you for tuning in. This is the Diaspora panel, the voice of the diaspora. I have Mr. Olalawa with me today. Mr. Lawa, welcome to the Diaspora panel meeting.
Thank you for having me, and good day to our viewers.
I have also Mr. Ademola Adisa in the UK. Thank you for coming to today's meeting.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's nice being here.
And by the way, Mr. Lawal is based in Canada. And my name is Dejalaya. I'm based in Dublin. I'm the host. So I want to say a big thank you to all our new subscribers. We welcome you to the Diaspora family, and please keep sharing our videos so that other people can benefit from it. And thank you for all your comments. We want to see more comments. And if you are one of our viewers, you've been watching us for a long time, but you have not yet subscribed, please click that button. Click that button to subscribe, and we have a gift for you in December. And if you watch our last video, you will see what kind of gift that we have for you. So today we want to talk about what is going on in government. It looks like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has turned against the Fulanis. He has turned against the Fulanis because it looked like the era of untouchable politicians from the north are now over. That era is now over. In the last few days, we saw the EFCC started to interrogate a former Attorney General of the Federation. I think his name is Abubakar Malami, to come and account for some issues relating to corruption during his time as Attorney General of the Federation. We also saw the invitation extended by the DSS to Datti Baba Ahmed, another Fulani politician who seems to be nudging the military to overthrow the government. A few days ago, we saw the resignation of the defense minister, who is also of Fulani ancestry. And he was swiftly replaced by a non-Fulani Christian who is a former CDS Christopher Musa. We are hearing also that the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, may be moved away from the defense ministry or even advised to resign too on health ground. There are whispers that Matawalle is connected to terrorism. So I'm going to start with you first, Yuko. These are very, very bold and fearless moves by President Bola Tinubu's government. Will you say that the era of sacred cows, untouchable politicians, especially of Fulani descent, do you think that that era is now over?
Thank you very much. I think in a limited way, we can say yes. And I mean limited because if we look at all of these people, I think if we start on the financial side, the era of sacred cows has been over for a little while. I would say starting actually with Godwin Emefiele's prosecution, down to Beta Edu's not prosecution in the case, but the detection that there was some issues, and her being kind of removed from her post. That era is continuing, with obviously the former Attorney General Abubakar Malami now facing questions with the EFCC. So I think on the financial side, that I would say the era of sacred cows is over. People might still argue that there's still some form of selective prosecution, because there are other parties too that, in my opinion, should also have been prosecuted. One of whom is the former Kogi State Governor, Yaya Bello. But that aside, if we look in the area of banditry and terrorism, we are yet to see a high-profile person prosecuted. And I know there have been rumors, and I believe strongly that these bandits cannot be operating with this brazen approach if they don't have big fishes that are behind them. So I think if we look at the area of terrorism and banditry, Nigeria is yet to prosecute big offenders. We haven't even really gotten to the point where a lot of the people that have been tied to terrorism have been investigated. We haven't heard that. So I think we are beginning to take steps in that direction. Um, the new appointee for General Musa, I think it will be interesting to see the dynamics between him and Matawalle. Because I know the two are going to be at polar ends, with General Musa, being more at the forefront of using all tools available to fight banditry and terrorism, and Metawalle being on the other extreme, being, let's give them whatever they want. Let's see exactly how this plays out. But to answer your question, I would say the era is over in the area of financial crimes to an extent, not yet in the area of banditry and terrorism.
Thank you very much, Demola. There was a time when even doing anything against any Fulani politician is deemed to be undoable. Nobody could, do anything about them. But now, look at the president is in full control and is not sparing anybody, whether you are Fulani or you are not Fulani. So it seems like, is complete. Do you think is in complete control, the president?
Yeah, to be honest, President Tinubu is in total control, but everything have its own season. The priority of the government before was to stabilize the economy and to start development, growth of the economic development, which he has achieved and which is ongoing now.
Okay.
So the time is now. The cup of the untouchable have already run over. The circumstances prevailing now make it only totally impossible for the president to tolerate any impunity anymore. So, even though this has been going on in a steady way before, but it's now been escalated. The invitation of the former Attorney General of the Federation by the EFCC, it's not strange. It's something that has been going on with others as well. So, but his own is also very important now because of the nature of the allegation. You know, the fight for corruption is a very serious issue that is undermining our development and also empowering all these untouchable to have resources to destabilize the government. So if you want to fight corruption, if you want to fight insecurity, you have to chase after the money. The money that are being used in financing all these things. Most of this money that are being used to finance are money that are stolen from the government and then are being used to fight the government. The former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, was being asked to give account of almost $490 million that was that was retracted from the late General Sani Abacha, for which there were a lot of hanky-panky, and which they are making make business with it by employing another lawyer and paying double amount of what the government have solicited. The issue is the federal government already engaged the service of a switch lawyer, and they already gave the person $6 million. Only for that is what even before Malami was even employed as Attorney General. On his assumption, even when the case is almost finished, he make business with it by employing two more Nigerian lawyer, and giving them $60 million each. as a for services that render almost nothing. And this was an arrangement between him and those lawyers to siphon the government. So he has a case to answer. We will leave that for the courts to decide, and the EFCC is arranging and getting all their evidence, and he will face the court as soon as possible. Datti Ahmed, look, this is the excesses of people that cannot accept failure. The Labour Party lost the election in 2023 flatly. They contested it. They failed to prove in court by giving any credible evidence that they even win it. Even Peter Obi, that it was the candidate, does not even ask the court to declare him as the winner. So I don't know what their problem is when he has already won and the court have already made a decision. This is really a case of people that believe that they have to be in power. He was hoping that he will be in power and he will be guiding with the power breakers of the Fulani to be controlling Peter Obi from behind. So its loss was too much for him, so he cannot tolerate it. If you remember, even right before the inauguration of Mr. President, they mobilized people to go who went in front of the barracks, crying and shouting and asking for the army to come and interfere. That is how desperate and how unreasonable their actions are.
Okay.
They have no allegiance to the government other than to self-interest. So I don't think there is anything that utterances have shown that the government need to take it seriously, especially with all this coup that is going on in West Africa generally.
Okay. Thank you. Dema. I'm going to pause you there. Shukwa, let me ask you the second question. Now, these moves by the president or by the government are politically deadly. And we know that the president is a political strategist. And now you notice that most of the northern governors who supported him during the APC primaries in 2023 are either gone or they've been estranged. Nasir El-Rufai, for example, who supported him, vehemently then, is now gone to SDP, from SDP to ADC. Abdullahi Ganduje, former governor of Kano, who also gave him a rounding support, has been removed as the APC chairman. I don't know where he is now. I think he's been given a job at the airport or something. Then look at the defense minister, the former defense minister, Mohammed Badaru. I think he was the former president of, I'm not sure, one of the northwestern states. He has been removed as defense minister, or he has resigned. Bello Matawalle may be removed very soon. We are hearing whispers that he is connected, related, or sponsoring terrorism. So will these actions, all these things that are happening, all these decisions, come back to haunt the president in 2027 elections?
Thank you very much. I think we need to look at this in two perspectives. The first is that all of these people that you've identified that started with the president coming off the February 2023 elections, if the president and this administration is basically giving these people what they want, none of them will be out. I think we should look at it from that perspective, that the fact that there seems to be some kind of fallout means likely, very, very strongly, that the administration is doing things that are needful for Nigeria, but is likely not expedient, for a lot of these people. And we should expect to see a lot of this also continuing, even up until the 2027 election, which, as we understand now, will hold sometime late 2026. So I think that would be the first thing. The second thing is that as the country is, as the president is implementing his legislative agenda, some people will not agree with the direction in which things are going and will fall off. And at the same time, new alliances will be formed. So we should expect to see this. And I would say, actually, that by the time we get to the second Tinubu term, hopefully, if he's able to win the next election, the makeup of the cabinet should be dramatically different from what we had in the first administration. As we have seen, the likes of Emefiele, now Abubakar Malami being prosecuted for things related to financial crimes. If we want to see, improvement in the overall security situation, we should expect that incompetent officials be removed, which will fray relationships, and people who are directly or indirectly responsible, indirectly by being sympathetic to bandits and terrorists, will also face their own music. So if we expect to see a lot of these changes, we should also expect to see a lot of people falling off and actually, having the relationship they have with the president fracturing, as the months come by.
Thank you very much. So, Demola, the same question. So, I mean, there's been a lot has, gone down under the bridge. A lot of what has passed under the bridge in the last 2.5 years with the president. And I'm seeing that a lot of the president's supporters, especially from the Northwest, on the Fulani side, seems that it's not as good as it was then. So, do you think that the president might have a problem in the Northwest in 2027? I mean, in terms of votes, and does the president need to be worried?
I don't think so. And let me explain why I don't think so. Look, the general perception of the Northerners, especially the new generations of Northerners, they are already fed up about all this stigma that is being put on the Northerners, and all this bad stigma of corruption, of mismanagement, of not being of disruption of the company and terrorism, and also all this sort of thing. Sincerely, the new generation of Northerners are fed up because it stained the image and the integrity of all Northerners. So they are very much happy because they know them also. They know these people that they are good for nothing, and the only thing they are good for is for their own interest. So the activities of the president, giving people opportunity and removing them if they are not delivering or if they are trying to stain the integrity of the administration, is welcomed by everybody, by all Nigerians. This is what governance is about. You should be able to take the bull by the horn when necessary. So doing the right thing, I don't think is anything that can affect it. I know some of these people, their expectation was that they can get away with impunity as they do under the President Buhari. And that is why all these criminals quickly go for elective positions, sponsor the party and everything to get into power, and hoping that they will be shielded from prosecution or being held accountable, or at least delay their accountability. But this is no more. That is no more under this administration. if you are invited and given the honor to serve the country, you must serve the country honorably. If you are not honorable enough to hold any honorable position in Nigeria, then you deserve to be putted out and being removed. It's not just because of their ethnic background, it's because of their own performance failure and lack of integrity.
Thank you very much. We come to the end of today's deliberation. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Ademola Disa from UK. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And Mr. Wall from Canada, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And to all our viewers, thank you for watching. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, please click that button. And please remember to share this video so that many more people can benefit from it. We'll see you in the next video. God bless you and goodbye.